this live stream, we're going to be talking about being a full-time YouTuber. What's that experience like? I myself went full-time back in May. I believe it was like May 9th is when it was the end of my 2 weeks that I put in at my job. I went full-time with YouTube. It's now 6 months later, a little over 6 months. I guess it's technically, we're at the end of November pretty soon here. So we're coming up on 7 months. So about 7 months, 6 months full-time. I just wanted to share my experience because it's not all sunshine and rainbows being a full-time YouTuber. While I am grateful that I have had this opportunity to be a full-time YouTuber, there are some cons with it. And I think anyone who's like realistically like, man, I just wish I could be a full-time YouTuber, be the happiest person in the world. I want to talk to that person. And kind of share like, okay, I've worked retail my entire life, and have been able to escape that, never went to college or anything like that. I've been able to go full time. What does that look like? What does the grass taste like on the other side of the bridge? Is it really greener on the other side of the bridge, or is it similar? That's what I want to talk about. What's up, Shakri Yaks? Mr. K is here. Annette, nice to see you. We got Addison. Dummy Boys is here. Saw also Elvira. Where's Elvira? I saw her comment. Where is she? There she is. Hello, Elvira. Thanks for hopping in. Good morning. It is good evening here. Looks like morning because I got so many bright lights shining on me, but it's definitely morning. Yes, correct, Ray. It is good evening. At least where I'm at. We also got Abby in here. Long time no see, Abby. Saw her like an hour ago. Hey, we got a first timer in here. Doug, welcome to joining in. Okay, good. It's Arizona. You're not on the other side of the world. That's fine too. If you're on the other side of the world, that's cool. If you want to drop in the chat, where is everyone from right now? Let me know. Where are we at? We got Arizona in here. I'm Wisconsin. Do we have anyone, UK? We got Philippines in here. Let me know where you are at. And yes, being a YouTuber is hard, contrary to popular belief. I've heard people talk like, oh, boo-hoo, you're going to cry about being an influencer. How dare you? But still, it's a job. It's work. And there's definitely some cons. And, some of the fun parts of it might actually disappear. We're going to get into that. Let's take a look. Where are we all at? We got Chicagoland, Maryland, Canada, Wisconsin, California's here, St. Louis, New York, Tennessee, Minnesota. I don't know if it's spelled Minnesota. Wisconsin. Let's go, Wisconsin fam. Actually, it's not with me right now. I've got some quick trip cookie dough from Wisconsin gas stations with me. It's awesome. See, Nigeria. There we are. Awesome. There's Nigeria. Nice to see you. Colorado. You are not from Australia, Abby. Get out of here. Orlando. Awesome. And this could be part of our talk too. Bro, how do you have a channel of 143K subs, but 26 in a live video? That is the common problem with many YouTubers, especially if you're a tutorial channel. Because a lot of people, I can answer this quick before I get into it. A lot of people subscribe to this channel when they are interested in YouTube, but then 3 months later, when they give up on their YouTube dreams and are like, I'm not doing this, I'm going to go pursue a different hobby, they just stay subscribed to me. So, so even though I do have a lot of subscribers, a lot of them aren't returning viewers or active because sometimes people just come for a tutorial and leave. But even still, even though there's not that many people in this live stream, I'm still a full-time YouTuber. I'm still doing this full-time, which is good news. It means you don't need to have a gigantic, huge following in order to go full-time. Hey, we got Jamaica. Here we go. Ireland. Awesome. There's Minnesota spelled correctly. Well done. England. Okay, I believe it's very late in England if you are in England. Same with Ireland. But let's talk about this. All right. Me being, I'm from Wisconsin. I'm from Wisconsin, sir. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about becoming a full-time YouTuber and what that experience has been like. Because there's definitely been some cons. And I think the biggest one that I want to talk about right out the gate is when you make your hobby mandatory is the big one. So there was a golden era of my life. Okay. So originally worked full time and had to do YouTube on the side while also being a parent, husband, do chores, all those things. Wasn't a lot of time for YouTube. I eventually, while working a full-time job, built my YouTube income up on the side to where I was able to go part-time at my job and do YouTube part-time. And I want to say this was my golden era. And this year, it was like from like January to May. I was just part-time working and then also part-time YouTube. And the reason it was great is because YouTube at that point, even though I was making an income and it was definitely, part of like, I need to use this money to pay bills, it wasn't mandatory. I didn't have to shoot a video. I didn't have to go hunt down brand deals. I didn't have to do anything per se. It was kind of, passive-ish. But when I went full-time and quit my job, my hobby and my enjoyment of making videos became mandatory. Every day I have to show up. I have to make videos. I have to monetize. I've got to go and make money. I need to work with companies. I need to, do affiliate links. I have to do this or my family's going to starve. And when you turn your hobby into something that you have to do, whether you want to do it or not, it definitely kills it a lot. It definitely does. There are days where I do not want to do YouTube. I do not want to make videos. It's just not fun. There are days I really love it and I enjoy it. But I think that is one of the problems. When you take something that's fun to do, and I think this could go for anything. Maybe you want to be a full-time gamer. You want to do video games full-time. When you are forced to play video games 40 to 50 hours a week, it's no longer relaxing. It's no longer a fun getaway. It's no longer a hobby. It's your job, and you have to show up and you have to film every single time. And so I think getting into that spot, like it's different. It's different. Like this is a job now. It's not like it's kind of a cool job, but it's still a job, and I still have to show up. So I think that one is a really, really big one, and I've noticed that. And in my head, I'm even thinking right now, it's like, man, how it would be great if YouTube was part-time and I was doing something else part-time. It doesn't have to be like a regular retail job. Maybe I'm working freelance as a video editor for someone, and that's producing the most of my income. And then YouTube is bringing money in, but it's just off on the side. It's optional. It's an optional choice. And I look back and I think those were the golden moments of YouTube. It was like, yes, I just had freedom of not having to do something. Let me know. Have you guys ever tried to monetize a hobby and then the hobby, no longer became fun? When a hobby became mandatory for you, or you had, you started to make money with it and stuff like that. Let me know in the chat if anyone's done that before. Because yeah, that was tough. The second thing that was problematic, and I tried to write out a list here. I come from the retail space, and I never had weekends off. And I was like, man, I'd be the luckiest person if I could just have my weekends off and be able to do what I want and be able to hang out. And now working YouTube, I have weekends off. I can take off whenever I want. And yet weekends aren't what it's lived up to. I sat on the retail side and was like, man, I got to work Saturdays and Sundays. And wouldn't it be great if I didn't have to work Saturday and Sunday? Like, oh, that'd be perfect. And now being on the other side of the bridge, it's like, there's too many people on Saturdays and Sundays everywhere. There are tons of people in stores, tons of people at like activities, tons of people at the mall, at the zoo, at everywhere on weekends. I don't want to go out on weekends. I'd rather go out on weekdays because I don't want to be around all these people. So even something like simple as that, it's like, man, the grass was not greener on the other side. Another one I had, working from home has cons. You think, man, it would be great having a job. I just work at home. I get to be in my pajamas and I just get to sit at a computer and work. But there's so many distractions. And I've tried to watch productivity courses and stuff and, try to implement all these different things so I can stay focused and work. But, if you have like a wife and kid that are able to come in and out whenever they want, or, just being in here, where I play video games is not too far away. It's a different chair, but still, it's like right there and it's distracting. And, I'm not in like an office or a retail place where it's like, here are your tasks to do, go do them. It's like, oh, I have to discipline myself. I have to be self-disciplined and sit down and actually do the work. And I have to film the videos and edit them. For example, I have no videos right now ready to post for this channel. Zero. Zero videos ready to post. I don't have a video to post on Monday or Tuesday. I'm probably going to have to, and it's Saturday. I have to either tomorrow or Monday come up with plan out my video idea, film it, edit, and be able to upload. Like I have to. I didn't post anything last week, and I have no ideas, so I have to like focus. I have to go and do it, whether I want to make a video or not. I have to go and do it. Kind of goes back to that area there. Annette says, I can definitely relate to working at home with distractions. Oh, the struggle sometimes. Yes. It would be, it'd be, Abby says, contentment. Tony says, Colin is allergic to people. Mr. K says, called out. I am being called out. But I do believe I'm a more content person per se. But at the same time, working from home, it's not easy. There's a lot of distractions, and especially, and this is where it's really difficult. Like if you're working a regular job, you're paid hourly or you're paid a salary, and whether you are productive or not doesn't affect your income. It doesn't. If I'm back in the days when I work at Home Depot, I'd take extra long breaks. I'd sneak off to go talk to other coworkers. I wouldn't have to work as hard sometimes, and I still got paid the same amount, whether I was, throwing mulch in the back of people's cars at Home Depot, or I was just, hiding in an aisle with another coworker. We're just hanging out and talking and pretending like we're working. I still got paid. When I'm unproductive here, it does affect my paycheck. It does affect my money. When I am unproductive, videos don't go out. I don't make AdSense. If I'm unproductive, I'm not, reaching out to companies to get brand deals. I'm not doing these things. And so you you pay for being unproductive, which is a pain. And then the one other thing that I think is interesting is the freedom to work anywhere. I can technically work anywhere I want. I can take my computer, I can go work, I can go edit a video. I have freedom to work wherever I want. And I've rarely used it. I've rarely used it. There have been one or two times where I've gone on vacation or I've gone, on a trip and have been able to work there at the same time. But I rarely use that freedom. I'm not the influencer traveling around the world and I'm just working on the beach, la da 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 da. And oh, this is so great. And wow, it's not like that. Like I'm at home, I just stay home instead of going to a regular job, and I make videos and I do stuff. And yeah, I'm not utilizing that freedom. I thought it'd be the greatest thing in the world to not have to work the 9 to 5 and to be just free and be able to, just turn off my computer and stop working. Well, yes, I can do that. But if I'm not working, I'm not making money. I have to be able to make money. So, I'm still working 40 to 50 hours a week. So, there's not, it's not that huge perfect world that I think that I used to think that it was. Elvira says, I have a day job and I get to work from home. My distractions are 2 puggles. Anyways, I love WFH. I will never go back into an office. YouTube is my sort of part-time, but I make no money yet. No, that's good. As long as you found a system that works for working from home. I haven't found that yet in 6 months. I'm still trying to figure it out and not be distracted and keep things, rolling. But I still think the hardest part though, and this might be the last thing. If anyone has any questions, you're what is, anything really being a full-time YouTuber, drop it in chat. I'd love to, if you have anything, you want to ask about that, I'll happily answer. But I think the biggest thing for me is the mandatory hobby. And that's why I started with it. And that's why I keep coming back to it is I have to show up. I have to make videos. And some days it's fun. And other days it's, I don't want to do this. I would rather just go back to a regular job. and every now and again, I still do think I'm like, maybe I should just go work part-time somewhere. So I have like that, less pressure, less stress income of, having to show up every single day. Like, it's like I can go to a regular job. So I'll just work part-time somewhere and, I can, take my time and make progress with YouTube. But yeah, that's what I've been, struggling and working with over the last couple of months is, this whole, and I do realize like, I'm only 6 or 7 months in, like, this is still technically like a new job transition, trying to figure things out. But don't believe anyone where it's like, this is like perfection. This is happiness. If I become a full-time influencer, I'll be the happiest person in the world. I'm just as happy as I was at a full-time retail job as I am a full-time YouTuber. The happiness level did not change when I made more money or when I had more freedom or the ability to travel. Those can bring temporary happiness, but they don't bring like, that contentment happiness. It doesn't solve all your problems. Let's see here. Shock Reacts asks, how to get subs. I don't know why people subscribe, then unsubscribe to my channel. Well, if people are subscribing and unsubscribing, they probably well, it could be two things. It could be one, it was a bot channel that subscribed to your channel and YouTube's removing that account. Usually happens when people use sub for sub. Number two could be people subscribed off of one video. So let's say maybe it was they subscribed off of the gaming video, and then for your next video you do a vlog. They're like, I subscribed for gaming content, and now you're going and making a vlog. I didn't want to watch that. I came here to watch gaming content, and so they unsubscribed. But I would say subscribers aren't as important. Unless you're after a silver play button, I would worry as much about subscribers. As long as you're getting views and people to return, like watching those videos, I think that's really the key. Because you can subscribe to a channel. I mean, check this out. And you all can check this. Go to your subscriptions tab, look at all the channels you're subscribed to, and ask yourself, when was the last time you watched one of your videos? I guarantee I don't guarantee. Most likely, there is a channel you have subscribed to that you have not watched in months, potentially years, and you have not been recommended their videos in a long time. So the most important part, I would think, is, and it also depends on your goals too, but I think the most important thing probably is having viewers just coming back and watching your content, whether they subscribe or not. Let's see here. Also, I did not mean to pick a sad topic. I feel like I've just talked about the cons. I just realized that. I've just been like, here's all the bad things about being a influencer. Boo-hoo. And I didn't even talk about any pros. So I should probably talk about pros too. Because... yeah, I should probably talk about the pros. I'm just seeing if there are any other questions that kind of slid in. What are you talking about with your little whispers? I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. K. Anyway, it is nice. I will say pros wise, like the pros of being like a full-time YouTuber would probably be, it is nice for things like dentist appointments or health-related things that might come up, to be able to have freedom where it's like, yeah, I can just take off. I don't have to ask permission to take off. So if something comes up and if an emergency event comes up, I can just take off and no one's stopping me. Obviously at a company, you do have like sick pay or leaves sometimes or vacation pay. But there's nothing, you can just make those decisions yourself, which I think is nice. What else are pros? The fact that it's building skills, I think that might be a pro. I'm not just, and this is something I tried to quit my job back in 2018 and tried to go be a full-time coder, and that completely flopped. One of the things that made me quit that job was I'm just another number. I have no skills whatsoever. So if someone, if a company lets me go, they can replace me in a week. That was my fear. It was like, I have nothing that I can offer anyone. And because back in the day, I was working, back in 2018, I was working at assembly line. I was screwing screws in. Like a little metal piece would come by, I'd go, whoop, whoop, pass it along. I am literally a number to the company. I do not have any special skills or special talents that they're like, we need to hold on to you. We don't want you to leave our company. And so for me, it was like, I got to go learn skills. I got to go make myself more valuable. So if I do get hired by someone, they're like, oh, we can't let him go. We need the skills that he offers. So I tried coding, tried making websites. That failed. That didn't work out. I have a lot of failures behind me. This YouTube thing was one of the successes out of a lot of failures. But that kind of mindset. And I think becoming a full-time YouTuber, you have to learn certain skills. You have to learn, you have to rely on all these skills you've learned, like video editing and filming and reaching out to brands and potentially building courses, which is going to involve like marketing and teaching and figuring out all those processes. Like right now, I'm learning marketing and advertising and all this stuff that I could take and apply to a company. There's other companies that want to do like influencer marketing. Like I have experience in that area. I could be hired for a company and make content for them, for their social medias. Like those are skills I can actually use somewhere. And so I would say that is one of the pros of being full-time YouTuber is, I'm getting experience. I'm being able to use these skills and apply them. When are you boxing? I need an opponent to box first. It's gonna be me and D Niman, the other mobile creator. We're gonna go at it. I don't know if we'll actually go at it. That'd be fun. Anyone live in Ohio? Oh, poor Ohio. I was just talking to my wife about Ohio today, and how Ohio's going viral. All right, 24 minutes in. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about brands. Let's talk about Melon, sponsor of this live stream, which has been awesome to use. If you guys showed up at the beginning, you saw that cool like 60-second intro where it's like, the pre-live stream countdown and had like that moon moving in front of the sun. That's built into Melon. So not only are you able to live stream in 5 clicks, easily live stream to places like LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, you can also have cool intros and outros automatically apply. I can actually, if I want to have some clapping, I can add these clapping reacts or drum rolls or laughs all into the thing built in right in here. So Melon really makes it really easy to enhance your live streams. And just to get started, if you're brand new to live streams, you don't want it being super complicated and weird or anything like that, Melon makes it easy. So if you haven't yet, check them out down below. 21 people on this channel have already signed up and checked out Melon. So a lot of people already checked it out. You should check it out too. The link is down below in the description. Thank you, Melon, for sponsoring this live stream. I love them having them as a sponsor. And yes, there we go. The Melon's in the chat. I've got the Melon costume in the closet right now. And every time I look at it, I'm like, how can I use this $40 melon costume I bought for that one live stream. How can I incorporate this into a future video? I don't know if I'm ever going to be wearing that melon costume again, but who knows? Who knows? We'll see if we get that melon costume back out again. It's hot. It's hot, man. Maybe when we get further into like December or January, maybe then I would wear it because I can have the window open and it'll be like 10 degrees out. And I'll be good. All right, let's get back to the top of the comments. Sister Skill says, you don't have a boss. It builds discipline and responsibility, builds creativity and resourcefulness. Definitely the responsibility part. I am having to be responsible. I'm having to take action. And that's definitely a good point. It's making me take action and having to get things done, whether I want to do them or not. And that's what discipline is, doing things regardless of whether you want to do them or not. Let's see. Here we go. Annette says, you're killing it, Colin. I'm proud of you. Thank you, Annette. And this is totally true, Mr. K. It feels like 2018 was 2 years ago. I feel old now. Because of, I'll know what words it's after the pandemic, so maybe I can say the word pandemic now. When the pandemic was happening, I feel like from 2020 to 2022, like 2020 and 2021 don't exist. It was just like that. Maybe because we were all locked up in our homes and stuff. But it feels like 2020 and 2021 just flew right by. So 2018 to me also feels like 2 years ago. Feels like, we're approaching 2023. Holy cow, we're almost getting to the halfway point of this decade. Yikes. Let's see. Looking. Whole bunch of Ohio comments in here. I'm trying not to just talk about Ohio. I'm sure I have people in Ohio who watch this, so I don't want to just bring up Ohio stuff. Is Melon free? Yes. So if you sign up, you can start live streaming with Melon completely free. If you want to upgrade and get some more features, you can do that, but completely free to start live streaming. You don't have to pay for anything. And that says you should wear it once a month, Colin, on your live streams. Maybe. We'll think about it. Again, it was really, really hot. It was a really hot costume. I get hot super easily. We don't have the heat on right now, and it is, what's the temperature? Oh, it's 41 outside. Never mind. I was going to make a comment about it. It's so cold outside, and I don't have the heat on, and I'm wearing short sleeves. But it's 41. Never mind. I won't make that comment. Or how about ya boy? I'll fight Goodnight Kevin and Blimey Cow at the same time. Take them on both. I haven't seen them both in a while. Let's see. Yes, Melon's free. I think I kept missing that comment. That's all right. But yes. All right. So we're at the 30-minute mark. If you have any comments or questions that you want to ask, even if you're new to the stream, feel free to leave them down below. I will get to those. But yeah, so maybe something while waiting for some questions to drop in, like, what does the future look like for me? And what is my plan? Where am I planning to go here? Oh, that's what that comment is. I was wondering why you were saying that, Lalo. 41 is not cold. 41 is shorts weather in Wisconsin. We wear shorts in 41-degree weather. Lalo, 41 is warm. Yes. You darn southern people. It's 41's a great day. Well, that's why we go swimming in winter in Florida or Texas or the whole South Coast. you'll catch me in California swimming in winter. Um, and don't you bring that up, Lalo. We are not starting his water wet controversy. But going into the future, like, you know, where am I heading? And I feel like I want to potentially, well, we'll see how it goes. Let me actually ask you guys this. I'm right now working on trying to make a course, a beginner course, affordable. So I'm right now like learning that aspect. I'm going to launch that. Hopefully that does well. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I want to add as much value to you guys. What I'll probably end up doing is a community post where I'll have like a form that people can fill out. Because ultimately I want to add value to a lot of people. But I've been thinking about doing a course. But I do feel like if I can get to a point where I can keep, the freedom of, and maybe I work part-time as a video editor for a YouTube channel, or something like that, to where, I'm making money, the majority of it somewhere else, maybe still working from home, to where YouTube isn't such a heavy burden and heavy pressure. Because it is. Because, you have a few bad months in YouTube land, and, I might have to go back and get a regular job. It's just how it is. So you really have to, you really have to motivate yourself. You really have to keep yourself going. So I feel like, getting into something, working with other people, and this is something else too. Even if you're thinking about getting a career as a YouTuber, or you're wanting to, just be in the creative world, you don't have to be the face of a channel. Like, you don't have to be the Mr. Beast. You don't have to be level A, I'm on camera all the time. You could be working as a team and be a part of a team of creators. Mr. Beast has like something like, 25 to 100 employees, different thumbnail editors, video editors, content strategists, different things like that. Eric also has multiple video editors and content strategists. And I think a lot of people are going to build teams to grow these massive YouTube channels, these massive YouTube businesses, to where you could, maybe you love video editing. Maybe you love that part of content creation, and like, hey, I would love to just edit for someone and work on projects, be a part of a team, and help a channel succeed. Or maybe you're the cameraman. Maybe you love filming and you are the person filming Mr. Beast or Eric or some other content creator, and you just get to be behind camera. You get to enjoy making videos, but you're not the head alpha. You're not on top. Because when you're on top, there's a whole lot of pressure. Especially if you have a team under you that you're managing, you have to pay, you have to manage the business as a whole. Sometimes it's okay to be, the B or C part of the team where you're not having to be number one. And I definitely feel like that, where it's like, I would enjoy being a part of a content creator team and not having to be, the head person. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I was going to say, 'cause I'm not as familiar with the E's with the different symbols on them. But question, do you think I'll be able to monetize lyric videos in the future? I have over 4K subs, but the YPP didn't accept me because they classify my content as reused content. Any suggestions? So I don't think you're going to get the lyric channel monetized, if I'm being honest with you. And even if you get it monetized, YouTube could take that back, potentially. And so, and this is something I do want to make a video on, something I am a little bit passionate about. I want to make a documentary on, because there's people out there who are claiming that you can make $5,000 a week by posting rain videos or just taking other people's motivational speeches and adding them into videos. And I think with a lot of those, it's reused content. It's other people's content, or with lyric videos, you're taking other people's songs And YouTube just doesn't monetize those. It wants original content monetized. So I think a lot of those channels, even if there are bigger channels out there doing rain sounds and things like that, they're not making money. I really don't think they're making money. So I would say the best bet is to cut your losses and do a channel where you are part of the channel. It could be a voiceover. Maybe you don't want to show your face. You can do a voiceover. That's fine. Or if you want to be on camera, that works too. But if you're just doing lyrics and using other people's content, I don't think you're going to get it monetized. I don't think it's going to happen. And that says, hello, can you be my editor? I need it so bad. My channel sucks. You can get better, Annette. I have confidence in you. You just gotta get more at bats with editing. My editing was horrible starting off with my channel. I think my first video uploaded on this channel, I didn't even edit anything. It was just I clicked record and started talking to the camera, and that was it. Colin is not the next Mr. Beast. Though it would be cool to have an entertainment channel. I have thought about that. I've wondered, would it be more fun doing YouTube if I was in the entertainment, and if I partnered up with Lalo and, you know, we made entertainment, spectacular kind of content. But I don't know if that would necessarily, if that would be fun, if that would make me happy. I'm not sure. Or we're going to take the fun out of the spectacular content because there's all this pressure on me making a good video and making money off of it. I don't know. But it has crossed my mind. I thought about getting into the entertainment space. Because then people would be like, when people ask about me being a full-time YouTuber, it's not like, oh, you just make tutorials. That's not cool. It's like, oh, you do cool entertainment content. You've talked to Mr. Beast. How cool. That's my thought process there. Man, I got a cough. Okay. Keep her moving, Nate. What color is your Bugatti? I don't know yet because I haven't gotten it yet. Nor do I plan on getting it. Though I have thought about expensive cars. It's just like, man, for the price of that car, I could pay off a house in the Midwest and just own a house with cash. So I'll probably do that over the Bugatti. And that says, do you think a product review channel can grow? How hard is it? I do think a product review channel could grow. There's tech channels like, you got even like, the top creators like Marquez Brownlee, you got Unbox Therapy. I think would be interesting is unboxing niche area products. Because for two reasons. Number one, you stand out from everyone else. I'm not sure if you're talking about tech, Annette. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. But, let's just use tech as an example. If you start a tech review channel, you just started reviewing all tech. There's so many channels doing that. So many. However, if you're like, what is it? El Jefe Reviews. He just unboxes headphones and talks about headphones and earbuds and things like that. It's all he talks about. It's all he unboxes. He is a niche product channel. And what that also gets him is probably better brand deals because he's like, all I talk about on my channel are headphones. So when I feature your headphones, my audience are headphone enthusiasts. So I know they have buying power and, they can work out a really great brand deal. Or maybe, any certain area. Maybe you're just unboxing kids' toys. You could grow an audience around those unboxings, and now you know who that audience is, and and that also allows you to potentially, make a lot of money from there too, because it's like those are who those product brands are trying to reach. So if you make that niche unboxing channel, not only do you stand out from the competition, probably will make some good money from it too. All right. Let's see. Annette says people need to be careful who they take their YouTube advice from. There's so much bad information out there. In my video lists, I have Oh dear. I have a video idea. I'm going to read it off here. Just exposing YouTube gurus' bad advice is one of my ideas I have in my little notes section. And I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it a lot. But causing controversy, I could have people come after me, which, so in my head, it's like, just don't be controversial. Don't say, if you don't like a brand, don't feature them on your channel. Cool. Okay. We're not going to talk negative about people. We're not going to talk negative. Attempt to not like call out names, because there are a lot of people I want to call out and be like, this person's giving wrong information. Don't trust them. They're a waste of time. They're lying to you. But they could come at me with lawyers and stuff. And I'm like, I'd rather just avoid all those situations together. But yes, there's so much bad information out there. And it ruins people's channels because they get caught up in the wrong stuff. It's not good. Tony says, and this might be a little bit behind, but still, it would be different if you were doing reaction videos to the songs, because that could be considered original content. Yes, potentially. But the one thing you might run into is, what are you reacting to? And if you're reacting to copyrighted content, you could get in trouble. I've seen some people, there's some reaction channels where they'll do popular songs, but they'll only play the song for like 15 to 20 seconds and pause it, give their thoughts for a bit, play it again for 15 to 20 seconds, pause it, give their thoughts again. And they do those little breakups. So it's not like, oh, we're just playing the song and we're going to get copyright striked. We're doing a bunch of little breaks and giving our own critique, original content. So I do think it's doable. But it's also, I still think it's a gray area. I think it's still a gray area because I don't have rights to the content that I'm featuring on my video. And, that's probably the, last thing you want to do is spend years making a channel only for it to get like demonetized and all that. That's my thoughts. How about mobile gaming? Could you have problems being monetized? No, you should be good with mobile gaming, because mobile gaming is the same as gaming. You got iFerg. I don't know if you know who iFerg is. He's like a Call of Duty mobile gamer. He has like over 1 million subscribers. I think actually COD Mobile sponsors him a lot too. But he's doing totally fine. You're fine with mobile gaming. Maybe I'm a little bit behind. I might be a little bit behind. Do it, bro, so we can collab. Absolutely. And it's a different niche. It'd be kind of fun to do kind of spectacle content, or documentary-esque. I'm also interested in that. Let's see. Uh, 6K impressions and 300 views after I saw that I changed the thumbnail of the video. What do you think about it? So it all depends. If 6K impressions and 300 views was good for you, I wouldn't have changed the thumbnail. If something is working on your channel, don't touch it. Don't touch it. For example, my CapCut video, my most popular CapCut video with over 2 million views, it says CapCut 2020 tutorial. I could go back and change it. With 2023 coming up, I could update the thumbnail. I could change the title to 2023. No, I will not touch it. It is happy in YouTube system. I'm not going to mess with it, because if I do, who knows what's going to happen. So if something's working, don't touch it. Let it keep going. If 300 views is bad for you, then definitely go through and change your thumbnail. 100%. But 6K impressions, it sounds like YouTube's sharing it out to a lot of people. So that's definitely a good sign. All right. Net, you just gave me some ideas about what I can unbox and niche down. Yes. Awesome. Yeah. I think there's definitely potential, because I feel like a lot of people are just like unbox everything. There's actually Tech Steve. There's another unboxer I just thought of because I met him at Vid Summit a year ago. He just does TV unboxings. I'm pretty sure the dude gets sent like free TVs from the company. And all he does is review TVs and he unboxes them. If someone wants to know about TVs, they go to Tech Steve's YouTube channel. He is this TV guy. And the other side of it too, if you get into the Amazon program, supposedly it's going to be a more niche-esque is what they were saying, where, it's better to be only unboxing a certain area. If you're already doing that on YouTube and you bring that over to Amazon, you already have all those videos of unboxing, niche products, and that could really help you over there too. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. I have gone back in time. Here we go. By alternate Star Wars. Team Android, Team Apple, what is started here? Obviously Team Apple here. All right. Just check it if there's any other questions. See, this is the one thing about live streaming that you all can know is once I answer a question or finish a thought, I have to immediately find something to reply back to. And if I don't, I feel like I have to fill the noise of me being here. So I'm like, all right, okay, going through. And I'm like, I gotta find something to pull up on screen to reply to talk to. So that's why I'm constantly like do. So I just don't want it to be silent. I feel like it's weird. Is it weird if I'm just silent as I scroll through the comments and click on one and click reply? I feel like I need to be saying something. No kidnapping Colin. That is not okay. Lalo, you have to come kidnap me. If you want to kidnap me, do it. I kidnapped a YouTuber for 24 hours. There's your spectacle content, Lalo. That's how we can both be involved. It'll be like in the thumbnail. Oh my gosh. It could be like the trunk's open. You've got like the mask on. And then like I'm tied up in the trunk or something. We've got a plan here. Let's do this. And hopefully it also involves me getting my life-size Jar Jar statue, but you did not bring me for the video. Sad. I still want that life-size Jar Jar statue, even though you didn't bring it for me. But yeah. Let's see. Ooh, here's a fun one. I am planning to edit a video soon on CapCut. So what video effects would spice up the video in your opinion? So an easy one you could definitely do is just a simple cut zoom in. So what you would do is you have your video and then you split a clip and then just zoom in with your fingers. And then later in the clip, split again and then zoom back out to the regular spot. So kind of doing, let's see if I can demonstrate this. Oh, here we go. So maybe you're talking like this and you're doing something like this and then it does a zoom in like this. And then you go back and it comes back zoomed out and it goes zoomed in and zoomed out. Do like every sentence or two, you do another zoom in and then you zoom out. And that could technically like enhance, keep people engaged because it's like different camera lengths and angles and zoom ins. The other one you could probably do is using text. So if you make a point on something, make sure, just put it across in text to emphasize that point. If it's like what am I thinking here? Like the top 10, whatever for each, number 1, number 2, number 3, put that on screen with the text. If possible, show either photos of whatever you're talking about or show video clips of whatever you're talking about as, layered on top of your other video clips. So that way there's there's always something going on. It's whether it's text or you're showing people, not just telling, because video is a showing platform. We show people things. It's what cameras are. Their eyes. We show people. So when you talk about something, so let's say, I'm talking here and then we brought up and I'm bringing up the iPhone 13 and then poof, you cut to a clip of someone holding the iPhone 13 as you talk about the iPhone 13, and then it cuts back to a clip of you, la da 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 da. Like those different things, they cause breakups in the content where it's not just stale and we're doing a live stream, there's nothing going on. Like there's interrupts happening throughout the video with text, with little zoom ins. You could even go as far as adding like GIFs if you wanted to. That's right, GIFs. I don't care what you guys say in the comment section. It is GIFs. It is not GIFs. GIFs is what you get on Christmas. It's GIFs. It is peanut butter. But you could add GIFs to your edits to enhance them. That's my thoughts. Thank you. Cool. Do you think they will ever add animations to effects in CapCut? If we ask them enough, they should. There's a lot of places they need to add animations to, but yes, I would assume eventually, they're still updating that. Will you do an updated 2023 CapCut? Yes, I will. 2023, I'm updating all my videos. We're going to have InShot, VN, LumaFusion, the whole shebang. I plan to update. Colin Michael, have you heard that they are making an editing app for YouTube where you directly upload content to YouTube? If you make videos for that, you'll definitely get a lot of views. They kind of have that. They have the YouTube editor that's built into YouTube Studio where you can kind of, trim videos and stuff. In my opinion, I don't think YouTube should waste their time doing that. Because the amount of people who would end up using it and they'd have to constantly update it, I think YouTube should not go the route of making editing software. That's my opinion. All right. Dropping another sponsorship section here. This live stream is sponsored by Melon. They make incredible things happen, including making your live streams super simple. In just 5 clicks, you can live stream to Melon. That's how I do this. Every single week. Live stream to Facebook, to YouTube, to Twitch. You can live stream in 16:9, but you can also 9:16. You can live stream in vertical format. So if you live stream to Facebook, you can live stream in the phone format so people see the whole screen, which I think is pretty cool. But free to sign up. Definitely do so. 22 of you have already signed up for Melon, so definitely check it out. It is worth it, especially if you are a new creator. Thank you, Melon, for sponsoring this live stream. We're coming up at the end of it. Let's go. What I need to do is I need to get a Red Bull, and I need to drink it before live streams. So when I get to the Melon section, I lose it. I completely lose it. And I don't know what I would do, but let's go. I need that energy. I was out not all day, but I feel like a lot of the day I've been out and active, and I came home 15 minutes before the live stream. And so it's like, all right, I'm home. Set up the camera, set up the lights. Here we go. Woo! So I need the Red Bull. I don't think I have it anymore, but I had like these little 5-hour energies. And I was always thinking, like, in case of emergency, I can and go nuts. How do you add GIFs to videos, in videos? I do have a tutorial for CapCut. You search like how to add GIFs, CapCut, I'll be at the top video. But what you basically have to do is get the Jiffy app or Giphy app, whichever you want to call it. And once you download the app, you can actually save GIFs to your phone. And then you're able to add them right inside of CapCut. Or I think any editor. You can add them in any editor. I don't think you exclusively have to use CapCut. But right? Okay, Tony, this is factual. People are obsessed with kidnapping Colin Michael. Right. I don't know why. Everyone, even Elvira was like, I missed the first kidnapping. Everyone wants to kidnap me. This is not good. I think, you know what, Tony? It's okay as long as the kidnappers don't take me to Utah. We're all good. We're all dandy. There's my monthly shot at you, Tony. Don't kidnap me to Utah. Take me anywhere else. I'll accept everywhere else. So thank you. How are you today? I think I'm good. Other than the thoughts of doing this whole YouTube full-time thing and, stress and pressure and keeping going on the hamster wheel. I escaped one hamster wheel for another hamster wheel, at least at this point. But you know what? We have seasons. There's seasons. There's good seasons. There's bad seasons. There's seasons where I'm probably hustling and working a lot, and I'm sure there'll be seasons in the future where I can reap the rewards of my harvest. And relax more and not put as much effort. So I think I'm doing good. That's my honest answer. Let's see. I swear, if they oversimplify the CapCut logo, how can they simplify the CapCut logo more? It's already a simplified CapCut logo. They can't simplify that more. Let's see. You're coming to Texas, bro, when we kidnap you. Hey, let's go. I'll take it. Don't you guys have, what's the burger joint down there? I can't think of it. But the one that's good. That's good. You won't leave, Tony. You won't leave. I know you, Tony. You'll stay. He's not leaving. He won't leave. Utah's the best, better than Texas and Florida. The only thing Utah's got going for it is it isn't super hot there. At least you guys get 40-degree temperatures. I'll give you that, sir. No, I'm not going to hit 1 million. I'm not that. I mean, I'd like to hit 1 million. I'm not so sure. If I get into shorts more, maybe I'll hit 1 million. But I'll always remember you, Annette, even if I forget you. Yes, Whataburger. There we go. Let's go, Lalo. You're the right type of kidnapper. And if you could also kidnap Nicolas Cage, that'd be great too. I need to stop talking about kidnapping. You know what's going to end up happening is Melon's going to come along and be like, I wonder what our influencer is doing on his live streams talking about. And they're going to join the live stream and I'll be like, yes, kidnap me. Kidnap me. But hey, we're having a good time. We're building community. We're enjoying ourselves. But you know what? We're talking about Ohio. We're talking about kidnappings. But we also talked about, being a full-time YouTuber. We talked on that. That's important. So hopefully no one comes at me. This is a good time. Culver's burgers are the best. Butter burgers. Curd burgers, Elvira. Curd burgers. Even though we only get them like once a year, the curd burger is the legend. All right. Hello, Mr. Ed. But with that, people, I need to get off. I need to relax a bit and think about stress. But thank you all for coming to this live stream. Appreciate you showing up. Next week, we'll either be doing channel reviews or maybe we'll be doing more CapCut tutorials because that one was really awesome. We'll see how it works. But folks, I will see you next time. Thanks for stopping by and see ya.